What is this payment system? What are the elements of it? What will it do for us as South Sudan? What have we lost in managing our economy without a public payment system? So you, in the financial sector, the President will be fully informed of what we have lost and what we expect from the establishment and the installation of the system. I'm sure my friend Dr. Addis Ababa will remember that we have an ad hoc committee that was how we manage our banking system. It was chaired by myself. I also know that my sister, Bruna Chirisio, will know that, and all of you, the MDs and the CEOs, will know that. I have personal interest in this system. I feel that the private banks in our country are not being controlled. A lot of money has gone out of this country. This is the only country where people ship money out and bring them in planes. Is that not true? From today, with this system, we expect the banks to be fully in compliance with the laws and regulations of our country. The President did not only fight for political independence, he also wants economic independence. An economy that supports the citizens, develops the citizens. This country is the only country where commercial banks give no mortgages for citizens to build houses for themselves. Is that not true? This country is the only country where commercial banks do not offer loans for businesses. And I can point at buildings and hotels owned by foreigners given loans through some commercial banks in this country. This must come to an end, and immediately so. This is the only country where some MDs are so powerful that they're even accompanied by national security. They're guarded. This must come to an end. We are a free country. We cannot be bullied by MDs and CEOs. When we have a system that is free and fair, it should not be abused. Because it means we don't know what we fought for. It means we don't know why people lost lives for independence for over 50 years. Abused by our own. It's much more painful than fighting for over 50 years. The President wants this economic system to deliver for the people, for the manifesto for which he was voted as the President of this country. So I've come to say this and say it not only politically, but without fear and favor. That the end for abusing the sovereignty of the Republic of South Sudan must be ended, and with immediate measures taken. I was listening carefully to the experts, DGs, and I was very proud in my heart that we now have personnel built for our banking system. I remember the President said when we were supposed to join the East African community, and some people complained to say, oh, we don't have the capacity to join this community. Oh, these people will come and take our jobs and so on. And the President said, no. I know my people, when they are given an opportunity, they will stand to the challenge and they will be there. And here we are today. I would like to appreciate the East African Community Secretariat and the African Development Bank and all the technocrats from our neighboring countries for the speeches they made and for the points they highlighted. In particular, from the East Community Secretariat, that this system will enable, in the time to come, the integration of our local currencies so that we can operate and pay using our own local currencies. I think this is a point that our good sister need to be congratulated and applauded for. One of the colonial control system that is operating is the dollar. So we're being sanctioned, we're being abused because we use the dollar. But if we can use our local currencies within the region, I don't want to be an American, do I? And that's the way to go. This itself is the liberation of our continent, not only the region. So I would like to encourage this East African Community Secretariat, the African Development Bank, and all concerned to accelerate and expedite the usage of our domestic currencies in our interaction as members of the East African community. I also want to thank our Association of the Banks under the leadership of our sister Bruna Sirisha. They have struggled. They've come from Khartoum, they've come from elsewhere, but now they are established. And when you're established, please make sure your laws, rules, and regulations are rigorously implemented. Kalam Junubin bita Malaysia maemfa. One of the things that is making us fail, we don't implement our laws that guide us because of mujamala. This is where we are failing. If the law says do this, you do it, even if it's your mother or father, because that's the only way to succeed. So let's learn. Without this sector, South Sudan can go nowhere. We cannot go anywhere without economic development, without economic efficiency, without economic support to the citizens. Young people graduating should have the opportunities to get mortgages to build themselves houses rather than to corrupt. People who want to do business should be able to access business loans rather than to corrupt and go to Malia and have payment repeated many, many times. By the way, don't think we're ignorant of what is going on. Our eyes are everywhere. Even in the Bank of South Sudan, we know what is going on. Seriously. This is a serious talk. Because we want to be seen as a country that is being run by laws, regulations, and perception that is clean and clear. So today, I was not sent to be a friend to you. I was sent to tell you what the president wants for his country and people. I hope you heard me clearly. And you also be worried because I'm in charge of cabinet. So I can trigger anything that will bring you to the cabinet and you'll answer. I have my ways of moving around. We really want success. And we speak this from our hearts. This generation of politicians is supposed to build the foundation for the country. And then we will leave you the floor for those who are young to carry on from there when you know the ground is firm and clear. So today, you have proven to us that we now have a foundation for the banking system. And there is no lucky man other than Dr. Addis Ababa. This started a long time ago. But then God brought him to come and launch it himself. Mabruk Yahweh. Mabruk. And Mabruk to all of you, our DGs who spoke. And I do not normally do this protocol thing, recognition of protocols. No, I just take it from there. But I really, in my heart, strongly appreciate what you have done. And this is an achievement for our country. You have made us proud today. I know that the world will look at us and say what we read in newspapers about South Sudan is incorrect. Because we are striving. We're improving our banking system. We are building a national security sector. We have institutions which are now established and operational. Soon we will go to a democratic process where the people will vote for their leaders, and the country is built. It is hard for us, especially for us who are politicians, because we get insulted, we get accused, all kinds of things. If you don't have a strong heart, my friend, you'll be dead. But we struggle on, and we keep on, because we believe in our country. We believe in the independence of this country. I want to thank you very much for this opportunity, and I want you to applaud the President for appreciating and recognizing the efforts you have made today to have a payment system that will control the movement of money in our country. No one can tell me that money was not being carried in Fishawalat, Sanadik, Barra, Wajua. This system, hopefully, will control the banks and make sure that even the missions, some of the UN agencies, the NGOs that do not have accounts in our banks should be forced to have banks in our accounts. You can't claim money outside to come and help South Sudan, and you keep the money in Kenya or in Uganda or somewhere else, when we have banks here. So Addis Ababa, you have a journey. I did not hear a speech from our economic security members. There should be an important institution in this launch. The economic security sector has a lot to do, and they should not play it ignorant. They know money is being carried out of our country. They know it. They should come and tell us how they will use this system to control movement of money. If they were not aware, they should be made aware. Without them, even what Addis Ababa can do, you cannot do it. What GIF can do, they will not do it. You need economic security to be part and parcel of the system, so that they know what is going on. Otherwise, I want to thank you very much for this opportunity, and I want to appreciate all of you in your various capacities for the effort, the time, and dedication you have put to have this system operational. Thank you very much.